Yo guys, what is going on? Holy Broly Moly coming back at you with another Dokkan battle video. And tonight we're going to be looking at making an LR tier list actually, now that we've got Vegeta and Goku out for the anniversary and we've had time to kind of play around with them and see where they lie. So I thought this would be a good idea just to kind of see where things are at. Now, as far as making this tier list, I'm going to be rating them on a few important factors. Namely, it's going to be the new God of Destruction event that we're going to be taking a look at. We're also going to be rating them in Extreme Super Battle Road and in a bit longer events as well, such as the Legendary Goku event, because those three are pretty much solidified as the hardest events in the game. Normal Super Battle Road can be up there as well, but it's just not what it once was, compared at least to the others. So, let's see. Pretty much anything without defense. I think we know where they're going to wind up. So I'm going to start out with what I think could be the worst summonable LR. Goten and Trunks. They're probably looking at D tier. They don't bring much to the table anymore. They even debuff themselves in one of their super attacks, so, and they're just not that great anymore. They used to be good. I think it's pretty safe to put these guys up here. Trunks, yeah. Well, I'll leave him here for now. I might move him up one. I do like the Trunks. Okay. Oh yeah, and Goku Black we'll put here as well. I mean, he can get some nice looking numbers. Actually, all of them can get nice looking numbers, right? But it's... if I were to throw them in the God event, I wouldn't throw them in the God event. I will put it that way. Bojack... yeah, I would consider putting him in the God event. And yeah, he'd do fine in the Goku event and Extreme Super Battle Road. But to really make his kit come together, you need like another Bojack. You need some sort of like something that has all those links with him. Otherwise, he just, I don't know. In my experience with him, I just don't really get him to do all that much. He can look very impressive, namely if you have another Bojack with him, right? So, kind of for that reason, I'm going to keep him above the other guys, but yeah, B for now. Yeah, SS3 Goku, I'd kind of put there as well. He can hit good, but he needs someone to enable him. Since the link level update, he doesn't get the ki he used to, so you really need to enable him. He can get some defense. Not as good as Bojack at all, though. But as long as you do your 12 key super, but then he's not getting those big numbers we all like to see. I mean, he's kind of outdated now. Let's see, Beerus and Whis, yeah. I mean, I'd put them at less than Bojack for sure. They don't have the key. Their links are just attack links, and they're all kind of poop without having any key links. So I'm thinking I'm comfortable putting them there. Trunks and Mai, I think, are decently in B tier. Yeah, they're not the best LR, but I mean, they can work in the team that they're in. It's not like they're bad when you put them in like Future Saga or Time Travelers, but they're also nothing really to gloat about. So, I don't know, we'll stick them in there for now. Bardock. Ooh, Bardock. Ooh, where do I want to put him? I'm going to put him in B for now, maybe C. It's actually been a while since I've played around with Bardock. I haven't really touched him. It's been like since before the link level update, but we'll leave him here for now, and then I'll think about it, maybe come back to him. These guys, they feel like they're S tier for now, till I kind of structure this a bit more. They're still relevant years later. Like, you get a full heal with them after turn 6, and that can come pretty easily now with like the God of Destruction event, and you won't see it in Super Battle Road, but they can still tank very well in Super Battle Road, so I'm okay putting them here. Same with, well, they're pretty much the same, just one counters, as long as you put crits in him. You could almost argue Gogeta's better, but I don't know, the Vegito links up with the STR Vegito, so that might just improve him even more. Goku, SS4 Goku. Oh, his leader skill is so good. And I actually really like his kit, and with the link level update, he hits so hard too, and he can get very well defensively. And I've used him in the God of Destruction event, and he did really well. I'm okay putting him up here. I'm okay putting Vegeta up here too, because they're essentially the same, and Vegeta's family just got a big buff with the new Evolution Blue Vegeta that came out, and also with the Fizz Vegeta, this guy. Am I okay putting him here? We'll see. I might move this Vegeta up one, just because his active skill is so good. And he functions just like Rose, except I think he's better defensively. Yeah, we'll see as we move on. Cell really got hugely buffed, but let's see. He's only really good with another Cell. He does have like a little heal on his 12 key and then his 18 key. Oh man, if he was on Kamehameha, I might put him up higher. Yeah, maybe we'll leave him for A for now. I mean, he does okay in like the Legendary Goku event, if you can get past STR UI Goku. God of Destruction event, I haven't brought him in yet, but I don't think I would unless there was like a int type god, just because Ewan would literally blow him out of existence. I think all of the gods would, actually. The Cell, he's good even with big bad bosses, but it's just the God of Destruction event is just another level, and he's, yeah, I would say Goku definitely, all of these units perform better than this Cell in that event specifically. Extreme Super Battle Road, I mean, he attacks all the enemies, and that is something to be highly valued, especially when you pair him up with another Cell. So I don't know, he might be like an A+ type thing. We'll keep him at the front of A. Go Frieza. Same thing. They're still really good. Would I put them? No. I think I leave them here in A. They get in the Legendary Goku event until you get to the end phase, and then use an item maybe, and make sure they super attack first. God of Destruction event. I don't think I would bring them unless it was an AGL phase. I mean, like, they do have the highest category leader skill in the game, 177% across the board, but I mean, do you run them now that LR UI Goku and LR Evolution Blue Vegeta are out? I don't know. It sounds to me like you almost run a double LR AGL UI Goku lead, have one pair up with STR UI Goku and the other pair up with Evolution Blue Vegeta. So when you do that, it's like, do you still run Go Frieza? Because you can't really optimize them anymore. Because you need, the attack lowering to get their full passive. So I think I leave them here in A tier. Frieza. Oh, I really like Frieza. He works in a lot of situations. Yeah, I would probably bring him against Moscow. He works in a lot of teams, actually. And he pairs really well with a lot of, like, Frieza clan units. And yeah, he's actually really solid. With how the meta is right now, I almost want to put him above Go Frieza. I don't know, we'll see. I might come back to them. GT Trio? Who uses them anymore? I mean, I might sort through the where they sit in their own rank, but I would GT Trio, at least for me, they're kind of... Well, I mean, they're probably better than... Yeah, we'll put them behind Bardock, I think. At least for now. Baby? Ooh, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Maybe baby. Ooh, he's really good, especially when you're up against pure hybrid Saiyans, which is a huge chunk of the game. And he's on what? He's on, yeah, artificial life forms. Is he on power absorption? I can't remember. He's really good. And he's got that transformation. The transformation itself doesn't really do much. But he does get a lot of ki. Okay, so against the Legendary Goku event, he's really good. Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, he can be good. The Gods of Destruction event, against E1 right now, the STR one, he can be good. You need a linking partner for ki. So, with that being said, for now I put him above Go Frieza. Yeah, because I think I rate the SS4s higher than Baby. And, wow, even these old units, just because they're still relevant, I think I put them above Baby right now too, actually. Okay. Gohan and Goten? Yeah, well, they're a comfortable S tier for me. I don't see why not, actually. Yeah. Yeah, they can build up and just become absolute monsters, actually. The key game, the multiple attacks, yeah, they're really good. They might... Yeah, I put them above the old third-year fusions. Do I put them above Vegeta in the current meta? Maybe? Their leader skill is definitely better. Yeah, okay, they might be better than Vegeta. Because I'm just thinking about, like, with Saiyan Day coming up, if we get a new, like, Pure Saiyan's leader, like, I'm thinking that team is just going to be absolutely nuts. You run, like, the UI Goku and Vegeta on a rotation, and then you have, STR, Goku and Vegeta on a rotation. You have 3 heals on your team. Well, 2, because only one of the revive mechanics can be done, but you have 2 ways to trigger a revive mechanic, plus you have these guys with their 70% recover. Oh, maybe it's 50%, I can't remember, but... And I think you would run this Vegeta with the Vegeto just to gain that, well, I mean, his unit super attack's not the greatest, but, I mean, that rotation, that team, it's just stupid. Kale and Caulifla? Yeah, we put them here. They're useful in the God of Destruction event. Specifically E1, type advantage, and they can build up. They have to build up in that event, though. But they also, because they're Universe Survival Saga enemies, they will get that additional super attack. So that is a huge plus. And in the Legendary Goku event, they're going to attack like crazy, build that defense. Extreme Super Battle Road, turn 1, they're going to get hit real hard. But, do I put them above Goku and Vegeta? Their leader skills are better for sure. They've got that active skill. They're really good in the God of Destruction event right now, actually. Like, they're not top tier. Well, no, they pretty much are. They're not on the level of, like, the new LRs that are out, but they're up there. As long as you have type advantage, right? You know, I might throw Kale and Caulifla ahead, actually. Just for the current meta and where it's sitting. I'll think about it. I'm gonna have to, like I was saying, come back and mess around with these. Broly gets destroyed in the God event. In the Goku event, he's okay until the last phase. And Extreme Super Battle Road is where this guy actually shines, though, because he's going to be supering everyone. Well, not attack all, but he's going to have like 1, 2, 3 supers right going off. So I think I rate him higher than Go Frieza. I rate him higher than Baby. Higher than Frieza? Yeah, higher than Frieza. And higher than Cell. He fits on more teams. He doesn't need just like one character to operate. And as long as you get him in like the second or third slot, well, even the first, but he just has to super attack first is the problem. Otherwise, like, he will get hit very hard. Now, is he better than the 3-year fusions? I mean, he definitely hits harder. Like, you look at Super Battle Road right now, or Extreme Super Battle Road. He's good. You have to give him a lot of defense, though. Otherwise, it's just really painful. You know what? Yeah. Let's throw him up here. I might put him ahead of them. But I don't know. Right now, the Vegito, this one's really good in particular just because his synergy with the STR, Super Vegito, who's like at least the 3rd best unit in the game. He's got to be. Gohan. Gohan, I'm definitely putting in the S+ tier. I know we're never going to see that transformation, and that pisses me off too. I hate that. What were they even thinking with that stupid android mechanic? It's infuriating. It really is. But as he is now, like I'm just going off his Super Saiyan form, with the Link level update, his output is actually really high. Like, I think as a unit, he's evaluated pretty fairly, but I think his damage is very underrated. He is very capable of outputting a lot. And his stacking every turn, he's just really good. You can use him in, like, all the God of Destruction events, and he will perform. Cell I'd put up here as well. He's, like, you get level 10 big bad bosses. He's so good. Defensively, he's a tank. Extreme Super Battle Road, he just dominates. Like, it's so hard to beat that guy. It's weird that the Cell units aren't on, like, Hybrid Saiyans, though, because they're, like, part Saiyan. As far as leader skill goes, Gohan's got the edge for sure. Cell's leader skill is just ass. It really is. But when you put him next to another Cell, whoa, well, you better look out, because they're just wiping the field. Specifically when you pair them like these two together, it's a devastating rotation. Gohan, I feel like, is better in more situations than Cell, but I think I'd like using Cell more. So I don't know. I think these two could really go either way. It just depends on your preference for the unit. Like, Kamehameha is a really good team. You can either have Gohan on main rotation, or you can have him float. I mean, Cell's kind of the same way with the teams you put him on. He's just, his teams, he's got artificial life forms, he's got androids, he's got Cell Saga, and there's others, of course, but hard to tell. Oh, in the God of Destruction event, I actually rate Cell pretty high, because it is very easy to get that HP 30%. So you do get like a full heal with him, and then he's just a juggernaut of a unit. And you will never see Gohan transform in that. So I think, as far as how I said I was grading them, I think Cell's got the advantage in Extreme Super Battle Road. I think Cell's got, they might be tied. No, Cell might actually have the advantage in the God of Destruction event. He's amazing turn 1 defensively. Gohan has to build up, but then he's a god defensively, right? Cell has a full heal, and he can transform in that event. Gohan, no. But you get his defense up high enough, and he will be healing a lot, right? but you need to pump him with additionals in order to achieve that. So Cell at least, and they're gonna perform the same in the Legendary Goku event, really. I honestly think these two could be however you want. Gohan's leader skill is better, Cell performs a little better though in his niche kind of area. So maybe we'll do that for now. Androids, they get hit so damn hard. I thought they were a better unit when they came out, and I summoned like crazy for them. But now it's like, I just use them as an android support unit. Like, they can output okay damage, nothing amazing. And they do get hit hard. When 16 comes out, it is nice. But, do I rate them higher than GT Trio? Yeah. Higher than Bardock? Yeah. Yeah, not Bojack, though. Not Bojack. You know what? I'm gonna move Bojack up here. For now, we'll do that. God Goku. Okay, this is one hell of a unit, especially at like 55%. I don't think... He's got a turn limitation, though, but he can dodge. He's good. I think he's like a solid A tier unit, really. Because he can crit, he can dodge, but he's got that turn restriction. So in Extreme Super Battle Road, he's going to be good, right? The God event, hey, if you can clear it before that turn restriction is up, yeah. But turn 7, oh, I don't know. Yeah, at least if I remember correctly, that's his limit there. Legendary Goku event? No, this guy can't last in long turns, so Extreme Super Battle Road is like really where he is. He's also a good leader in like Dokkan Battlefield, but I don't know, since like Jiren and Frieza were like the two hardest ones, and I haven't seen them for a while now. He's a good backup in there for sure. Yeah, I'm okay putting him here. His leader skill is really good though. It's probably better than Bojack's, but Bojack might be a better unit, though. Yeah. Alright, we'll do that. Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku. Oh yeah, he's S. Definitely S tier. He's... Rainbow Orbs is so good. It's so good. Here, I'm going to throw his partner in crime with him up there, the SS2 Gohan. These two on a rotation is just so devastating. They do lack a little bit of defense, like they have to super attack first, right? But Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku, he works on every team he's on just because of his Rainbow Orb changing. Like, you can't go wrong with that at all. I had him no dupes for like the longest time. I could not pull this man any dupes, but I still ran him on teams just because of the utility he brought, and he still put up huge numbers. I mean, he does have, you need Super Saiyan class in order to get his bonus attack, but he still hits like a truck, right? And he's got the seal on his super attack, and oh yeah, he's just kind of nutty. All right, ooh, the blue fusions. Okay, they're... Let me just grab them both for now. In the current meta, Extreme Super Battle Road, they get slapped. Are you going to be on a stage long enough to see them transform? No. But you can put them in slot 3, and suddenly they can dodge, and they can do an extra super attack. It's very important that they stack super attacks before they transform so you get the most out of their defense. When they do transform though, they're unmatched in their output, what they can do. Like, Gogeta's pumping out like 8 million plus attack stats. Vegeto's like, and super effective against all types, right? And then Vegeto's like, I can super twice. But guess what? Give me additionals and I can super more. So they're both pretty nutty in that way. So in an event like the Legendary Goku event, they're gods. They're absolute gods. In the God event, no, I don't use them in the God event. There's no way. They get hit way too hard. I mean, there might be a world in which you can use them, but it's so hard. Do I put them as better than Cell and Gohan? I don't know. Cell and Gohan, like, out of the gates are pretty good. I mean, like, Gohan you have to build up. Their leader skill is really good too. But in 2 of those events I'm talking about, I mean, they get hit so hard. Like, you can bring them in Extreme Super Battle Road, it's just, you have to, like, slot 3 them for sure. Otherwise, you're looking at a world of hurt. Well, I'll leave them here at the top of S rank for now. Do I think they're better than Kale and Caulifla? Yeah. Kale and Caulifla, in some situations, looks better than them. Because they become, like in long events, if you compare these ones, these guys have higher damage output, 100%. And they just start nuking everything, like, ugh. But Kale and Caulifla, they're not going to take damage, like, at all. So you don't have to worry. But I mean, best defense is a good offense too, right? Yeah, I'll leave them ahead. I do really like those units. Rose. Rose's S, but I think he's lower S. Yeah. Oh, I probably... Do I put Gohan ahead of the Goku? He hits way harder, but his utility is not there. Okay, I'll come back to that. The Broly Trio. They have their uses, but when I use them, I'm not looking at which orbs I should get with them. I usually just pick the physical ones if I can, but they're movie bosses, cat lead, but how much do you actually use them? I don't know, maybe someone uses them a lot. Vegeta and Nappa. That's a good question, actually. They can dodge. If you transform into Vegeta, it's really good. They're good defensively, they have an AoE, so they're good for Extreme Super Battle Road. The God of Destruction event? Yeah, I can see them being fairly good in that against Yuan. I might have to take them in to see. I don't think no, I haven't actually taken them in there yet. And the Legendary Goku event? Yeah, they'll do fairly well in there, so we're gonna bump them up to S. I never really talked about Rose. I might put Rose behind them. He's got so much damage. He's one of my favorite characters in the entire series. And, like, his mechanic is so cool. But he gets hit. Like, he won't last in the God event. Extreme Super Battle Road, he'll get tossed. I mean, he does well in the Legendary Goku event, right? But, yeah, just don't let him get... He's got a super attack first, right? And you can't let him take 1 billion hits. Yeah, so I'll put Rose lower than Vegeta and Nappa. I know Vegeta and Nappa have a much lower damage output, but the utility they bring, I feel, is better. Is their leader skill better? Inhuman Deeds? No. It's okay. They're probably kind of tied. Rose is probably edging them out a bit. Okay. UI Goku. Sign. I think we go Z tier. For them. Yeah. Z tier. For Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. He just... You can't touch him. And even when he's past his turn restriction, like, he still has a chance to dodge, albeit it goes down. But he should have, like, already built up by then. So he's gonna look great defensively. He's gonna hit like a truck, right? Like a train, actually. Yeah, I'm very comfortable putting him up here in Z tier. You know what? We're gonna have to add a row above. Z plus Z plus the blue boys. I think Gohan's leader skill is better. Okay. Extreme Super Battle Road. They're better. Legendary Goku event. They're better. God of Destruction event. They can get hit hard. I think they're better though. Man, are they better than Cell? They work on more teams, and I think reps of Universe 7 and Pure Saiyans coming up might be the best categories in the game. Realm of Gods is really up there too, but I don't like running Beerus as my leader for Realm of Gods. I feel like you have to make him work. Having him on off rotation, I don't like doing that. I feel like there's some better options. Although I really like Beerus, like I like making him work. But yeah, I think I like them better than Cell even. Like they need a unit to really help them. Like you need those rainbow key spheres for sure to like get the most out of their passive. But I find I always get like 1 or 2 on average. They're usually outputting a lot. I usually always get an additional attack with them, like an additional super. So it raises their defense just that much more. And then when they get that active skill, oh boy. You look out. They'll get hit really hard. Oh, but yeah, no, they're going to go up to Z tier just because of these last 2 units and what they bring. Jiren, Z tier. He is, in my eyes, he's big numbers, big boy, big man himself. He's good in every situation. Like, every situation. You do need to enable him, though, a bit. So, Topo, Easy A, God of Destruction Topo, is his best friend in the whole game. They were made to go together, obviously. And when you put them together, there's, like, he can stun. He gets crits on stuns. His active skill stuns the rotation. He's super effective against all types when they're in attack or defense down status. So, in the God of Destruction event, he's never going to get that because you can't lower their attack or defense. They can't be stunned either. So his value does go down in that event. Extreme Super Battle Road, he's taking no damage. Goku event, yeah, same there. Like even in UI Goku is like, oh, 200%. That's a big number. So look out for Jiren. He's one of my favorite units. He's just the epitome of strength. Buhan. We put him here. Z tier as well, definitely. I think I do like him more than the Blue Boys. His category is like alright. I do like Power Absorption. Because you got like Super 17, Easy 8 in there, you got Android 13. You run him with like Boo Piccolo or Easy 8, Kid Boo. Do I put him above UI Goku? Man, UI Goku's got the dodge. Buhan's got the heal though. Like he does heal every turn. He can stack attack on his 12 key, stacks defense on his 18 key. When he transforms, he gains big bad bosses, and he, like when I bring him to the Legendary Goku event just for fun, I'll transform him at like STR signed Goku, or his last phase, the Imp one, and he's pumping out like 10 million attack stats. Like it's dumb if you let him build up. You don't need to let him build up that much for him to be amazing. But when I took him into the Gods of Destruction event, well, obviously don't bring him against Ewan. I did just beat Hellas with his power absorption team. He did really well. There was just so much healing output on that team. It was good. Against Moscow, maybe I just got unlucky. I didn't really have a chance to build my defense with him. And I had him with Boo Piccolo, and Moscow just like nuked me the first few times I was against him. So it was like, oh, I can't really run him. But he is so good. And when he transforms, he gets what? Ki +5, and he can seal, and the seal is like only okay in a few situations, not in the God event. I mean, will you see it in Extreme Super Battle Road? Yeah, you could. And you will definitely see it in the Legendary Goku event. Is he better than UI Goku, though? UI Goku, who now in the current meta has a new best friend, and they link very well together. I think Goku is better because he doesn't have to stack. Well, I mean, he does, but his dodges don't have to... Dodge doesn't stack, like how when you super attack you stack, right? Dodge just works out of the gates. And 70% is like a big enough number to like comfortably put him up there. And then you just let him dodge a few times, and then he starts building his stats. So I think Buhan and UI Goku are kind of interchangeable. Yeah, I think I put Goku a bit above Buhan. It's really close, though. And I think Jiren is ahead of both of them, to be honest. Like that 200% attack and defense, like that's just, it's there. It's just 200% attack and defense, guaranteed. You know where you sit with Jiren. UI Goku can still get hit hard. Like, odds are he's going to dodge, but what about when he doesn't dodge? Right? Jiren, he can still get hit hard in like the God event, but like Extreme Super Battle Road, nah, you're usually fine. Goku event, nah, you're fine. Battlefield, as far as like Battlefield goes, they all kind of function. They bring like the same kind of stuff to that. Like, I don't know, I've never really struggled with Battlefield all that much, except for like Jiren. But that's like a one-time thing, right? Everything else is easy. Turles. Let's move on to Turles, my man. He is so good as long as you get a 24 key super. Now, how do you get a 24 key super without activating his active skill? Which you do get 2 charges of them, which is really good. And then he'll be like super effective against all types, additional attack and whatnot. And you pair him with like AGL Turles, and it's really good. They link really well together. But AGL Turles himself is not a good unit anymore, just because. Like, would you bring AGL Turles into Extreme Super Battle Road? No. Would you bring him into the Legendary Goku event? Yeah, you probably could. You could get away with it. Would you bring him into the God event? No, definitely not. So the LR Turles, I mean, you could use like his TOR with him, but how many people are going to have that? Right? I mean, if we start talking about everyone's best rotation with their maximized output, this entire tier list could very well change, but I don't know, I think you have to be a little more objective and look at how good are they on their own, right? So Jiren, on his own, he has the ability to trigger his own active skill and passive, right? UI Goku, on his own, he functions fine. Turles, on his own, he can still put out crazy numbers. But on his own, you're not really going to see that 24 key unless you're building for it, right? At least that's how I feel when I play with Turles. don't get me wrong, he's amazing. You run him on like Terrifying Conqueror's Cooler's team, and like Cooler is going to be supporting him, giving him ki, giving him attack. But I mean, is he always going to be hitting that 24 ki? No. Is he going to be amazing in Extreme Super Battle Road? Yes. Is he amazing in the Legendary Goku event? Yes. Is he amazing in the Gods of Destruction event? Kind of. Like, against Moscow? Yes. As long as you build for it. Is he good against Hellas? I think Hellas is the weakest of them. So yeah, he's good there. But Goku, UI Goku, you could run in every stage of that event and he will perform the same. Jiren, you could run in every stage of that event and he will perform the same. Right? And same with Extreme Super Battle Road and Legendary Goku event. So for that reason, I think I'm going to put Turles below them, but ahead of Boo. Yeah, that seems right to me. Okay, these last 3 units literally have defined the new meta that we are in. They have blown everything else out of the water. We will start with what I think is the 3rd, possibly 2nd best unit in the game. There's a discussion for it, but STR Goku and Angel Vegeta. They're so good. They've got their LR stats. They've got like 120% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction, medium chance of doing an additional super attack, and medium chance is now 30%, so that's huge. You can, like, God of Destruction event, they're useful in every stage of that. Why? Because they have a heal, and you can see the super attack coming. Like, that is ridiculously valuable. It is so good. It is better than Jiren. Like, in that event, they're better than Jiren, they're better than UI Goku, they're better than Turles, better than Boo, better than Blue Boys. Their team is possibly the best in the game. It's definitely up there. I really enjoy it. I run it a lot. And at the rainbow level, disgusting. When they turn to Super Vegito, when you get their transformation to happen, they are the most damaging unit in the game. Bar none. There's nothing that comes near them. You get, like, they have a... Vegito's got a chance to do crits. Like, that's crazy. So in the God event, he's possibly the best unit for that. Just because his heal is so good and easy to get. It's easy to get. And seeing where their super attacks are is also amazing. It's actually life-saving in a lot of situations, because when you run this guy, what are his teams? Because you're going to run 2, you're going to have yours and then a friend. So you're going to have, like, Tech Ultimate Gohan, right? You're going to, like, oh, here's a super attack. Let me put, even if you don't have Tech Ultimate Gohan, here's a super attack. Okay, I'm going to put SS2 Easy 8 Angel Vegeta in the way, right? Who's built up defensively. You're going to put, if you cheese it, you're going to put Caulifla in the way, right? So these guys are definitely deserving of Z+ tier. They're too good. Next, the new Prince of all Saiyans, Evolution Blue Vegeta himself. He's probably my favorite new unit that's out, like, between him and the Goku. I think Goku is better, but Vegeta, his animations are just top tier, and, like, his everything about him is just amazing. So let's see, he's attack and defense plus 150%. His 12 and his 18 ki super attack both have a 50% chance to crit, and they have in their passive, they have a 30% chance to do an additional super attack. So if you super the first time, whether you get a crit or not, if you get an additional super attack, you get a 100% chance to crit. That is amazing. Like, it's absolutely amazing. I've got them almost link level 10, and his output is just dumb. I think I like linking him up more with either UI Goku or Sign UI Goku than like the other Evolution Blue Vegeta. He just starts outputting more. Legendary power might have a lot to do with it, I think, but yeah, this guy, and that his revival mechanic. Let's talk about that for a second. He's got to get hit 7 times, right? Has to get hit 7 times. And then you have to, after that, you have to enter a turn under 50% HP. And then the revival mechanic will be available to you if you die. Me, personally, I beat the Catella God of Destruction, running this boy, having his revival mechanic ready, and then I saw, oh, I've got the blue boys on the same team. Hey, their active skill is there. Oh, I can just pop it and not worry about dying because I'll just come back. And these guys can shit out so much damage during that turn. So, Reps of Universe 7, Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, they got a huge buff with this guy being introduced. And it should come as no surprise that Goku is also up here. But he's ahead of Vegeta. I don't think there's any question. Vegeta being int is kind of a shaft to him because he doesn't have that higher... Like, he's got dodge, and dodge is nice and all, but unless it's like big 70% chance to dodge, like, it's not even in discussion, right? So he loses out on that natural crit or additional that the other typings all have. UI Goku, him having 150% attack and defense, and then 70% chance to dodge, and then after his first dodge, he gains 30% to his defense. And this man is just doing so much. And same crit mechanic as Vegeta. If he, like, get it or not for super attack, he gets that medium chance to do a super attack or the potential. Oh, guess what? Now it's suddenly 100%. This man can do 3 super attacks all critting. The other 2 are guaranteed. Now his revival mechanic, on the other hand, I feel is harder to get. Because he's got to get hit 3 times. 3 times. And then enter a turn under 50% HP in order for his revival to trigger. I've done it once. I had to kind of force it though. But I don't think the revival mechanics are that hard to get off. I do think they're difficult to get off, but I mean, they're made to get off for difficult events. Right? You're not going to see them in like Extreme Super Battle Road. Like, you might see Goku's more than Vegeta's, because I don't know if they attack enough times. Like, you look at the God of Destruction event, I got Vegeta's off no problem, just because they attack so much. It could work for Goku too, but this is more of a guaranteed thing, whereas Goku's is not. It's more RNG based, right? So, in terms of Extreme Super Battle Road, God. Legendary Goku event, God. God of Destruction event, God. Vegeta. Extreme Super Battle Road, God number 2. Legendary Goku event, God number 2. And God of Legendary Goku event. Oh, did I say that already? I meant like God of Destruction event or whatever. God number 2. And then Vegito. Vegito's heal. Okay, going back to what I was saying earlier about third best, possibly second. In the God of Destruction event, this man's heal is way easier to get off than both of them. Way easier. And it is very useful because you only get to bring 2 items into that event. These guys, like Vegeta, the other part that makes him a defensive god is having 10% damage reduction, and then sorry, I didn't talk enough about Vegeta. He gets a natural 10% damage reduction, and then every time he's hit, he gets another 10% up to 30. And then he also gets like ki up to 5 or something, I think, for every time he attacks. So again, the shaft for Vegeta, because he's int and doesn't have the built-in chance for additionals or whatever. Also his links, ugh, but we'll talk about that later. So Vegeta's kind of shafted in more than a few ways, right? So as long as this man doesn't get supered first, right? Like slot 1, don't get supered. Take like 1 or 2 normals and then he's fine, right? This man, he's already got 30% damage reduction. I mean, Vegeta's got the higher attack and defense stat at the start of turn, but this man's already got like a huge reduction as well. And his heal's easier to pop off. And he can see super attacks. In the God event, you don't really want to be doing too much with Vegito, just because his defense isn't there and he can get slapped, so like use an item or have him buffed in some way. Vegeta, you don't have to worry about that as much. Extreme Super Battle Road, they're probably both gonna perform about the same. I mean, the heal, Vegeta, not so much, but I mean, you can get it off there. Legendary Goku event, they all perform relatively the same, I would imagine. So while Goku is a definitive #1 for me, Vegeta is, I think he's very close with Vegito. This unit is so good. Like, you can bring this guy into all the God of Destruction events, except for Moscow. I would say don't bring him into Moscow just because type disadvantage. You can bring this guy into all of them right now. I mean, that's going to change. We're probably going to have an AGL God of Destruction, like, so yeah, you probably wouldn't bring them then, but you might, just to see what the super attack is, right? But you know what? Thinking about it, Vegeta, I might be fine with Vegeta as #2. Thinking about what he does over again. Like, the meta where we're at, these top tier events that are like super difficult, I've gotten more use out of Vegito than Vegeta, for sure. That might change with new gods rotating in and seeing what their abilities are and if they have any gimmicks. But just the heal right now for them is just way easier. It's like having another item. Like, it's just so good to have that. And Vegeta does have it, but it's just harder, right? So okay, let's kind of just wrap up this tier list, see where we're at. Goku at Z+, easy, #1 slot. Vegeta, yeah, I'm fine with him being #2 slot. I think there's an argument for Vegito, the STR one here, to be the #2 slot, but I'll keep him in 3. I think that's fine. Jiren and UI Goku, I think you could swap these two anyway. Jiren's kind of dependent on Topo, like how Turles is dependent on like something getting him ki. So UI Goku might edge out Jiren a bit, but I don't know, big numbers over here, like, super effective. Oh, it's just dumb. Turles and Jiren, I think you might be able to interchange. Turles might get more value when he's maxed out, but we're not talking about specifically just maxing out units. Jiren, I feel, is really good in a lot of situations, defensively, offensively, everything. Buhan, yeah, I'm fairly comfortable with Buhan just behind Turles, Jiren, and UI Goku. Blue Boys, oh, let's think about this one real quick. Their damage output is really good. And when they get those rainbow orbs, oh boy, do they shine. They're going to be on Pure Saiyans, they're on Realm of Gods, Universe Survival Saga, Repsi Universe 7, Join Forces. They're everywhere. Am I comfortable with them being ahead of Cell and Gohan? I think Cell has to be enabled a little bit more than they do. Gohan does not, but Cell's kit is definitely better than Gohan's. And these guys, their active skill makes them ridiculously powerful. Cell does have a full heal. No, this seems about right to me. Blue Boys is Z tier. Behind Buhan, but they can stack their defense really well. And they probably got some of my favorite animations in the game too, so yeah, we'll leave them there. We just talked about these, so Cell is probably ahead of Gohan. Gohan's still really good, but I don't know, Cell kind of edges it out. Okay, this one we got to work on a little bit. These two are interchangeable, definitely. They perform the same way. Are they better than Gohan and Cell in those events? Not in the God of Destruction event. They will perform better in the Legendary Goku event, so long events they're better. Extreme Super Battle Road, Cell and Gohan are better. So speaking just in terms of the hardest events in the game, those three, Cell and Gohan are probably better than the Blue Fusions. Don't get me wrong, Blue Fusions are amazing. I love them. They're so good. But in terms of like utility, usability, I think Cell and Gohan edge them out. Kale and Caulifla, they're good in the God Destruction event, they're good in Extreme Super Battle Road, they're good in the Legendary Goku event. They have to build up though. Their output is nowhere near these guys. With zero help. Ooh, with zero help. Yeah, I'm okay leaving them here. Okay, Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, with that link level update, they're monsters. That active skill, like, they're really good. His category, Goku's family, is still so good. Vegeta, I'm comfortable putting behind Goku just because he doesn't stack defense on super attack, and lately you really want defense. Specifically, those three events, you need defense. Gohan and Goten, in long events, they're really good because they can stack. God of Destruction event, we don't have an AGL event, so I can't really compare them to it yet. So this could definitely change. They might, very well could go higher than them. But for now, I think I'm comfortable putting them behind Goku and Vegeta. Just for now, anyway. Yes, Angel Vegeta. This coming up Pure Saiyan's team, if we get a 170 leader for it, I think this Vegeta shoots up. Just because I think the best team in the game might be whatever that new leader is, and then you run like UI and Vegeta, and then Vegito and Angel Vegeta. And those are your two rotations, and you just don't die. And I think you kill everything. You have 2 revival mechanics to fulfill. You get a heal, and you get like massive damage output, active skill, massive damage output. Like that might be one of the best rotations or teams in the game. Pure Saiyans is just nutty. Vegito and Gogeta. Yeah, I put Vegito ahead of Gogeta just because of his synergy with STR Vegito. He's like more usable. Gogeta does have that with the Int Super Gogeta that's out, but Int Super Gogeta is nowhere near like Vegito's level, so you don't have like as good of a combination. But like in terms of the events, they're gonna perform about the same. Tech Broly. Yeah, I'm okay putting him here. He might be above these guys, actually. Let's see. Extreme Super Battle Road, he'll clear that out. I think he's better than them in Extreme Super Battle Road. Legendary Goku event, he's better than them all the way up until STR and the Int one. and then he kind of falls off. And then the God event. Oh, the God event, he's worse. I mean, there's no AGL phase to test him out with yet, but I would not want him to get hit by any of them. Even if he supers. Like, so I think Broly could, depending on the God event, you know, I'll stick him behind. He's really good, Nick. He edges out Extreme Super Battle Road, but that's it. The other two events, these guys are better. Spear Bomb absorb Goku. Oh. Wow. I think I put him up ahead. Yeah. Yeah, those rainbow orbs. That's so good. His damage output. His defense is, he could be left a little more wanting. I've used him in the God event. He's good in Extreme Super Battle Road. He's good in the Legendary Goku event. Yeah, he might be ahead of Vegeta. Just in terms of like usability and Gohan. I like him more than Broly. Mine is Rainbow, and he's just a juggernaut. Again, he lacks a little bit defensively, but you get his passive off and his active skill. Nothing is surviving. I mean, with the new Battlefield that came out for JP, he one-shots Kefla. Like, it's so dumb. In the God of Destruction event, he does good damage, but I don't know if he edges out the fusions. Just because, well, maybe. He might perform nearly the same, but I wouldn't want him to get hit. Legendary Goku event, yeah, they're all fine. Yeah, he's probably okay there. Vegeta and Nappa, yeah, I'm gonna put them definitely behind Broly, because they're pretty good. Rose just needs a good partner. That's all he needs, is a good partner. So for now, he's gonna go. If we're talking about those events, God of Destruction event, Vegeta and Nappa are better. Extreme Super Battle Road, Vegeta and Nappa are better. Legendary Goku event, I mean, about the same, but Vegeta and Nappa are better. A tier, Cell. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with Cell being pretty up there. He's good on his own, and even better with another Cell. So Extreme Super Battle World, he can clear him out. He can still get hit kind of hard. Legendary Goku event, he's fine. God of Destruction event, I'm sure we can use him, because he does have a built-in heal with his 12 key. But besides that, he will get hit hard. Frieza, yeah, I think Frieza's pretty comfortable behind Cell, at least for the current state of the meta right now. Baby, yeah, I think there's an argument to be made with Baby maybe going ahead of Frieza, but Frieza's more usable, and Cell is more usable, so Baby is fine here. Go Frieza, they still hit really hard, they're on good teams. Their defense is a little lacking, like once they super it's generally fine, but in those three events, not as much. I'm mainly looking at the God event, but Extreme Super Battle Road's almost up there too. Goku event not as much, but Bojack. Is Bojack better than Goku and Frieza? Yes, he performs better defensively. He can perform more consistently better offensively, as long as you've got Bojack. I mean, that argument can be made for Goku and Frieza if you've got like Tech Tien with them. But I think Bojack edges them out on teams like the Space Traveling Warriors, Time Travelers, movie bosses. Yeah, he edges out Baby too, and he edges out Frieza. And Cell, yeah, he edges out Cell too, I think. Does he edge out Rose? I'm wondering if I'm rating Rose too high. Like, Rose is really good, but You can't run him in like any of that stuff. Yeah, I think Bojack might go there. And we might knock Rose down to here. Baby performs a little bit better defensively. He's got more utility. Rose just hits really hard. That's his thing. He just needs a defensive ally, right? His teams are better than Baby's, though. Yeah, these two are kind of swappable. Is Rose better than Go Frieza? In those events, they perform about the same, actually, I would figure. I took both of them into the God event, and they both get slapped. Like, it doesn't even matter. God Goku. Yeah, I really like God Goku. He's got a really good team. 55%. He's probably just under like UI Goku in terms of how good he is. He doesn't hit very hard though, and he can't get hit hard. Yeah, I'm fine putting him below Go Frieza. Broly trio. Yeah, they can kind of tank. They can kind of put out good numbers. They can dodge if you get 7 or more key orbs, but how often are you going to do that? Yeah, okay, so this is probably fine. B tier? So androids are usable, right? I think they're better than SS3 Goku. SS3 Goku's not very good right now. They're better than Beerus and Whis. They struggle. These guys they're okay. They don't really struggle for key if they're on their specific team. Androids are probably better than Bardock. Well, Bardock's on pure Saiyans, but... Jeez, maybe they do go lower. No, maybe Bardock just goes ahead. Yeah, that looks better to me, actually. GT Trio, they're just hurting for categories. They can do a lot of stuff, but... I mean, you can't really take them into many of those events. I mean, like, Extreme Super Battle Road, yeah. But not the God event. And then these guys. Let's see. In terms of the God of Destruction event. Trunks, maybe? And Rose. And then these three, yeah, Broly's kind of last. Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta's so good. And so is Gohan, too, actually. But I think Gohan's better than Majin Vegeta just because of that key mechanic. Vegeta does have AoE. So, like, World Tournament, like, these guys are fine. They're fine to use in a lot of events. But talking about the hardest events in the game, really, you're not going to bring these. But if we had to rate them, I would probably rate them something like this. I really like these guys still. I hope they get like more usability. And Goten and Trunks, they're fodder. They are do not use. They're in a do not use category. They are just... they're nothing, really. I know they're in, like, Hybrid Saiyans and Fusion or whatever, and they can be, like, okay if you get the right setup, but I don't know, they haven't really aged super well. They get hit for a metric ton. Like, you breathe on them and it's like the moon hit them or something. I mean, the same can be said for Broly, but I don't know. It's like Broly's got more use or something. Anyway, looking at this, I think this is my complete Holy Broly Moly LR tier list for part 1 of the anniversary. I'm going to save this, and then once we get the part 2 LRs, and then maybe if there's a part 3, we'll see it. Then we will come back and add them in where I feel that they will go. Anyway, this is really just my opinion, based on how I've used them, how I've read their kit, how I believe they'll do. Someone who uses Baby can go, oh no, I like Baby a lot more. I think he's ahead of like Broly. And like, that's fine. If you use him more, like, hey, like, you get more use out of him. You see his value a bit more. But for now, this is kind of where I'm going to rate these guys. Based on those events, anyway. So I hope you guys liked the video. I don't think there's any argument for these top 3, though. I think that's pretty solidified. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel a lot. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. I'll probably do Dokkan Fest exclusives next. See where they kind of line up. I have an idea my list is going to be similar to some other Dokkan tubers out there. Maybe with a couple exceptions, though. I don't know. It could be different. That Frieza's a pretty cool character. But anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Later!